Hey, hi, we have Jeff Consoletti here again, Valerie Milano, the Hollywood Times and Aspiring Magazine. I'm so excited for another Pride. Jeff Consoletti, the founder and CEO of JJLA, OutLoud Raising Voices, and West Hollywood Pride 2025. Jeff, someone who's not only shaped West Hollywood Pride, but redefined how LGBTQ stories are amplified through live events. What was your personal mission for Out Loud 2025, and how does this vision show up on the ground this year?
Great question. Every year I look to a little bit try to outdo what we've done the year before. As hopefully some people in the community know, we had a really successful Out Loud WeHo Pride 2024. We were really basking in the Kylie Minogue of it all. And just really in a short amount of time since really creating WeHo Pride as its own standalone event and taking Out Loud to West Hollywood, in 3 years really had just created this excitement around a Pride event that I just felt had a different energy. And then the election happened. And no matter where anyone is on the political spectrum, I think that there definitely is a different tone nationally. But I think there's definitely a tone that just in how interactions even between people are. And I don't know if that has anything political to it. It just has to be like the tone of what the current administration sets, I think, is different than what other administrations have set over the years, whether they're Republican or Democrat. And we were concerned about that. And I think in the way that those that work for the administration have, in not so many ways, just started to lay some groundwork that might long term affect LGBT people, LGBT marriages, and certainly right now are affecting trans rights and visibility is concerning. So I think that was really the initial fuel that just started to really pave the way for what we're trying to do with Out Loud. We created Out Loud to give visibility to queer voices, make sure that we have just a platform for queer communities to come together safely. And when that's matched up against just an undercurrent of where is this heading? It really makes it more relevant more than ever, I think. And I think that's what really helps to reshape our story more than just finding top tier headliners or wanting to create a great party. It really was about that creating that safe environment for our community consistently. And I think that certainly drove our planning this year.
Speaking of top tier headliners, I get asked this question a lot because I'm out and about. How do you all look for your headliners? What do you look for?
We certainly look for people that are the moment in what they're doing musically, but more so people that are the moment for the queer community and what they stand for and how they use their platform for advocacy, whether they identify as LGBT or not, what they're doing to just make sure that they have a connection to an LGBTQ fan. That process starts, we're already in it for 2026, for 2027. We're laying the groundwork, oftentimes with bigger names, years in advance, to even make sure they know about our little show and what we're doing. It's flattering when they do know about it. And then it's more about getting them aligned with our timing and what works with their schedule. But Lizzo has long time been an advocate for the community. She's unabashed when it comes to wanting to say what's on her mind and wanting to stick up for those that are feeling disadvantaged. The same thing with Remy Wolf. She's a rising young star, much in the vein of Chappell Roan. Obviously, Chappell's maybe got a lap or two in front of her on the musical track, but like Remy has really emerged as a leading young queer voice and sort of the next gen of queer music. So that's really exciting for us. And of course, we just announced Maren Morris on top of our Friday night lineup with the City of West Hollywood. And Maren's gone through her own journey, usurped what she's doing in country music, has certainly come to the forefront of being someone that's representative of the LGBTQ people, champions drag and trans individuals, and has come to her own terms with how she identifies. So it's a really great collection of people at the top of the bill, but straight through the entire bill that ultimately are doing what they can for the community, using their voice more to just be a singer, performer, but to also like champion the community.
Yeah, the big picture and forward looking ahead, how do you see the role of Pride and Out Loud specifically evolving in a world that's both more inclusive and more polarized? And also, what's next for you in JJLA?
There's always a place for pride. And I think where we're lucky is working in communities that fully embrace pride, like West Hollywood. We're really able to collectively, with our partners at the city and really the community at large, craft a story that's so much bigger than the whatever 3 mile long city that we get to host our event in. And for on the out loud side, that's what I'm really like. I feel really blessed by to be able to work really at home courts. Like I have home field advantage in WeHo, but it allows us to lay groundwork to take out loud to other communities at other times of the year where hopefully our story is being heard because of the platform that we're able to create together with West Hollywood, and then really just take it further because I think we're in a place that feels comfortable and is polarizing maybe on one side of the scale, but we want to be effective in showing that LGBTQ rights and people are here to stay and are here to be a part of what is happening in this country. And we, in order to infiltrate that, we have to do it in places that are polarized on the other side, right? And we can't be afraid to go into those places because there are LGBT people that are there, and we need to create safe, queer spaces for them to gather and to show and raise our voices. So that's really the motivation I take and what we're looking to do and grow with Out Loud. And yeah, I think that's hopefully what's next.
As we know, LA Pride and We Hope Pride has been 2 different weekends. Are you involved with LA Pride?
I'm not anymore. I had a long history with LA Pride and they're a great organization and you know, more pride the better.
That's right. That's right. And we know where to find you, jj-la.com. And we are the Hollywood Times today and our YouTube channel, the Hollywood Times Official. And thank you so much for taking your time today. And we will see you out there on the street.
We'll see you May 30th. Pride starts now, right? May 30th, 31st, and June 1st in West Hollywood. WeHoPride.com for all your WeHo Pride information. And tickets to Out Loud Music Festival still available at OutLoudMusicFestival.com. Thanks so
Yes,
much,
we're
Valerie.
out there promoting it, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. See you
All
soon.
right.